Hi, I wanted to talk to you about the strategic retail plan. Um, and I'm your instructor, Dr. Seitz. And the reason why we're doing this is that it's very important that not just to understand the material, but to understand it in the real world. And the real world has constraints. They also have really great opportunities. And so I'm a big proponent of giving students hands-on opportunities to really dive in and apply those concepts in the real world. And for our strategic retail plan, we're going to be dealing with Target. And so I'm sure that many of you have patronized Target. And so what we're dealing with Target is we're dealing with the fourth quarter, and it happens to be fall, and the Christmas season, and the kids section. And so if you have younger brothers or sisters or cousins or something like that, you might want to talk to them. So the objective of the strategic retail plan allows you, the student, to apply your knowledge in solving a real-world problem for target kids. You are to form teams of maximum 6 students per team, and you will be developing and presenting a plan for Target to drive sales in their kids department for Christmas. Your plans book will be limited to 20 pages. That includes all artwork and references in landscape format. This is not a term paper, this is a plan. And in business, usually plans are in landscape format, not portrait. If you take a look under assignment, you'll find the strategic retail plan instructions. Along with that, I've included, I downloaded chapter 5, which talks about strategic planning in retail. And so the steps that you'll be taking for this include, first, you have to define, the first step that you put into your plan is, what is the business mission? What is their purpose for existing? So you need to put that in. The next thing that you will do is you will do a SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis are strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And this is something you would have learned in Marketing 305, and it's critical to being effective in creating a plan for Target. You cannot do this without doing a SWOT. And the SWOT is an acronym, is a kind of a summary of the key things that are going on internally with Target, what are their strengths and weaknesses, and then externally, what's happening with the competition, what is happening regulation-wise, what is happening in economics, what is happening with consumers, basically trends. These are things that we cannot control. And those make up the external, the opportunities and threats. Now, opportunities are basically trends. Okay, so what I often do, if you want to find out what's going on in the world, okay, I Google the top 10 economic trends, the top 10 tech trends, the top 10 consumer trends, the top 10 regulation trends. If there's any new legislation that's coming down the pike that would impact Target, such as new tax on services or something like that, then you want to categorize this. And then what's going on in retailing, that's also happening externally. So the top 10 retail trends. And you'll want to look at several sources before you just, copy what's there. But it's really important that you do this SWOT. You want to have all team members involved in creating some aspect of this, and then come together to discuss what you found, and then determine what will actually go into the SWOT. Okay, remember, strengths and weaknesses apply to Target. The opportunities and threats are all external to Target. Opportunities are not strategies. They are simply the trends of what's going on outside. They deal with the economic trends, any retail trends, consumer trends, and things like that that you find when you do your Googling, okay? Also take a look at the competition. Now, they mentioned Walmart as one of their competitors in the case study. So in the case study, they mentioned about Amazon, Walmart, and Toys R Us. But a lot of things have changed since then. You may check out Macy's and Kohl's as also competitors, okay? Toys R Us plans on coming back, but at the present time, I'm not sure if they have any retail units open anymore. So your first step is to define the business mission. The second is to do the SWOT. And this is going to be very time consuming. That's bottom line. And so if you don't put a good SWOT together, you won't be able to create the rest of your plan very well. So once you have developed the SWOT, then you'll be able to see very clearly in the 4 quadrants where some possible strategies for kids, target kids for Christmas. And you want to identify about 3 strategic opportunities, okay? And you're going to want to evaluate, which is step 4, evaluate these strategic opportunities. And so once you identify each, when you identify each strategic opportunity, give the advantages and disadvantages, okay? And then the next step will be identifying one of those strategies that your team will pursue in developing the retail plan. So first step is define the business mission. The second step is to do the SWOT. Third is identify strategic opportunities. Fourth is evaluating the strategic opportunities. That's the advantages and disadvantages. And then identify one that your team will pursue. And then number 5 is establish specific objectives and allocate resources, which deals with money. We don't have a budget per se, but you might want to use percentages. And then develop a retail mix to implement the strategy. And this would be your product mix, your supply chain, any promotions, and pricing that you want to deal with. So it's just basically 6 steps, but it's very extensive. And you want to make sure that you include your references, because when you do your SWOT, you'll be looking at secondary sources. So you need to put your references in the back, or if you'd like, you can do footnotes. You need to do it in APA, which is the American Psychological Association format. Your plan should be no more than 20 pages, and I believe you can do this. That includes all artwork for promotions, your references, and anything else you want to include in there. And it has to be in landscape, not portrait, landscape format. And then I want your team to produce a maximum. You can do it in fewer minutes, probably 5 to 8 minute presentation of your plan, and upload it to the appropriate discussion board. And with it, attach your retail plan as well. So this is the major project for this course that you will want to start working on early. This is not something that you can do last minute, and it requires all the team members to work effectively and as a team, because in retail and any business that you go into, you are working as a team, because you may have a great idea, but together we can have a fabulous idea. And so it's really important that you work effectively as a team. What you want to do is identify your team members, and then give your team a name as if you were an agency, and then forward that to me in an email, vsites@csusb.edu. And that way I can put your team, your group up on Blackboard. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Under assignments, you will also find that you have the case study on target. Okay. You also will have a group deliverables form, which you as a team will evaluate each of your contribution in a very transparent manner, whether you contributed well or not, if you did not. In addition, I have also included Chapter 5 out of your book, Retail Strategy Planning. And so those will give you the tools. I'm also available to be reached either by cell phone 909-720-3932. You can text me, or you can call my office, 537-5753. My office hours are from 2 to 4, Monday through Wednesday. If you need an appointment, please let me know. I'm happy to meet with teams. Okay, and I wish you much success on your project. Thank you.